Nova 12.6 kilowatt installation. The chart shows the energy operation of Nova 12.6 kilowatt. Now can reuse the smart load port for AC coupling. In addition, due to the smart load port has been developed, can be used with both the smart load port function and gen functions simultaneously. Nova 12.6 kilowatt can support a maximum load of 14 kilowatts when jointly powered by PV and batteries. We suggest you take a moment to read the user manual before the installation. The Nova 12.6 kilowatt model integrates the battery, load, circuit breaker switch inside the inverter, without the need to install additional circuit breakers. Please install a double interlock switch or dual power switch in greater than or equal to 50 ampere between inverter and AC input power source, inverter and AC output load. Machine operating environment temperature range, -13 to 140 Celsius degree, altitude, below 2000 meter. Do not directly expose the inverter and its packaging to sunshine, raindrops, and keep away from corrosion. Install the inverter on a wall at an angle of 75 to 90 degrees to the ground. The recommended installation height is at a position where the display is at eye level. This model supports a maximum of 16 parallel machines. Please maintain the minimum clearances presented below for adequate heat dissipation. Ensure that you have the following tools with you. The inverter is a wall mounting type. 2 or more people may be needed to install the inverter due to its weight. Place the mounting bracket upright. The bottom of the bracket should be 2.5 inches higher than the eyesight level. The slots on the mounting bracket can accommodate various stud spacings, ranging from 12 inches, 305 mm, to 16 inches, 406 mm. Mark the drill holes positions with the mounting bracket, then drill 4 8 mm, 0.31 inch, diameter holes, making sure the depth of the holes is deeper than 50 mm, 2 inches. Install and tighten the expansion bolts into the holes. Then, use the corresponding nuts and washers, packaged together with the expansion bolts, to attach and secure the wall mounting bracket to the wall. Hang the inverter onto the wall mounting bracket and lock the inverter on the wall using 2 self-tapping screws on the top of the inverter. Lock the safety screws on the left and right sides. Use the following tool to knock out the knockout hole. Use hammer and screwdriver to pry open the knockout hole. Use pliers to grip the metal sheet and twist repeatedly until the metal sheet detaches. Repeat the operation until all the knocked off filler metal pieces are removed. A sheet following shows the adequate power cable. Assemble battery ring terminal based on recommended battery cable and terminal size. Insert the battery cable terminals into the inverter port, place them over the positive and negative interfaces. Secure with the nuts provided in the packaging. Refer to the sheet for adequate cable selection. Please double-check the lowest ambient temperature of the installation location. The model support up to 2 different MPPT PV connections. You can choose one of the 2 connection methods shown in the diagram. You can set the connection type on the LCD. For specific settings, please refer to the LCD settings section in the following video. You can also make related settings on the web. Remove insulation sleeve 10 mm, 0.4 inch, for positive and negative conductors. Pull up to open the Quick Connect terminal of PV1. Connect the positive and negative cables to the corresponding PV input terminals. Make sure the wires are securely connected. Complete the connection of other PV wire using the same method. Before making the connection, ensure open the DC protection device or disconnect battery first. Be sure to connect AC wires with correct polarity. A sheet following shows the cable requirement. Prepare the AC input-output wires by stripping approximately 10 mm (0.4 inch) of insulation from the wire ends. Remove the plastic protective cover from the grid port. Using a hex key, loosen the screws on the grid port. Connect the grid L to the corresponding terminals labeled L and N through the inverter port. After confirming the terminal connection, tighten the terminal and ensure it is securely fastened. Using the same method connects the grid N line. Loosen the fixing screws of the load and smart load ports using a screwdriver. Connect the load side L through the inverter port. After confirming the terminal connection, tighten the terminal and ensure it is securely fastened. The connection of the N line also follows the same steps. Connect the smart load port in the same manner. Before making wiring connections, ensure the inverter are powered off, the generator is powered off, and all circuit breakers are open to prevent damage to the unit. Remove the plastic protective cover from the gen port. Connect the L of gen to the terminals labeled L through the inverter port. Tighten the terminal screws and confirm the fastening. The connection of the N line also follows the same steps. If users want to start generator remotely, the generator start signal shall be connected to the COM board gen normal open, NO1 and COM, port. Connect to the dry contact terminal for remote start. Connect the battery's communication cable to the battery communication port of the interface board via the COM port. Connect the other end to the communication port of the battery, paying attention to the communication protocol. Connect the sampling line of the CT to the CT port on the interface board. The sampling section at the other end of the CT should be clamped onto the live wire of the grid at the position shown in the figure, ensuring the arrow points toward the inverter. This device uses a chassis ground, only requiring a PE wire connection to be made to the external ground bus. Plug then secure all screws of the dongle. See the Wi-Fi configuration section of this video for specific settings. All connection complete. Warning. Please double-check the polarity and port of the wires to prevent miswiring. We suggest to power on the inverter to test the off-grid output. If the installation is normal, then can open the grid breaker. Install the guardrail barrier. After the installation, you will be able to set the system for inverter on LCD. This connection method can be connected to pre-connected PV and save costs when the inverter is far away from the PV. Attention! When using, the specifications, model, and quantities of the PV panels are required to be identical. This wiring method is more flexible and can operate in different PV environments. Recommend. You can monitor the inverter by configuring the dongle and registering an account using a mobile app. Use your smartphone to scan the QR code to download the app. Use your mobile device concat the Wi-Fi named by the dongle SN number. Open the app, click the dongle connect button, input the account and password of the Wi-Fi which you want to join, click the home Wi-Fi connect button. If there is no Wi-Fi available on-site or the correct Wi-Fi name cannot be found in the drop-down list, you can manually enter the Wi-Fi account name and password. After the setup is successful, the dongle will continuously attempt to connect to the entered Wi-Fi name until the connection is successful. Android phones can use a Bluetooth configuration dongle by following these methods. Open app, click on Register. Fill in the required fields. Log in your account, then start exploring your own energy system. The basic installation and network configuration steps have been demonstrated. If you encounter any issues during the installation process, please feel free to contact us.